Welcome back to the Digimaster training video series, helping you get to know your Digimaster DVR. In part 4, we'll take on networking and our remote agent client software. Let's get started by pressing the setup button on the front panel of the DVR. Or if you're using a USB mouse, you can right-click anywhere on the screen and select Setup. Once you log on, select the System Setup menu. Choose System, and then the Network menu. You are looking at the Network Setup menu. This will configure all of our networking options. By default, the DVR system will ask the router for an IP address upon startup. This function is called Dynamic Host Control Protocol, or DHCP. If the DVR successfully pulls an IP address from the router, then we won't need to make any changes. If the address shown in the network menu is 127.0.0.1, this is a loopback address. It tells us that the DVR failed to pull an IP address from the router. At this point, we should double check to make sure that our DVR is physically connected to the network. If you find that the DVR was not connected to your network, make this connection and then reboot the DVR to try again. Upon reboot, the DVR will attempt once again to pull an IP address from the router. If you verify that the connection is good and the DVR still does not pull an IP address, we're going to need to go in and manually set an IP for this DVR. Not just any IP address will work. We need to give it one that matches the rest of the devices on your network. A good way to check this out is to go to any PC on the LAN and use ipconfig to find out what the IP addressing scheme is for your network. First click Start and then Run. In the open box, type CMD. This will access a command prompt. From the command prompt, type ipconfig /all and hit Enter. It will come back to you with a listing of all the networking information from your PC. The key thing that we're looking for here is the IP address. If there's more than one IP address field in the ipconfig, we're looking for the one that's under the Ethernet adapter. In this case, the IP address for the PC is 192.168.1.100. Based on this number, I know that my network uses IP addresses with 192.168.1.something. The router's address is also shown here as the default gateway, 192.168.1.1. So in order to use my DVR on the same network as my router and my PC, I'll need to manually set an address on the DVR using 192.168.1.something. So getting back to our network menu, first I'll uncheck the DHCP setting. Without this, the DVR will try to pull another IP address upon reboot, and will lose whatever changes I make. Once you uncheck DHCP, go in and change the numbers of the DVR's IP address. Let's use 192.168.1.99. We match the first 3 digits with the other devices that are on our network, and the last digit should be unique. Most routers will give out addresses starting with the number 100. Choosing 99 puts us under the DHCP range of most routers. Chances are that nothing else on your network will have already been assigned that number. If you're intending to connect to the DVR remotely over the internet, you'll also need to enter a default gateway. Use the router's IP address, which in this case is 192.168.1.1. Unfortunately, you can't key in the IP address using your channel buttons. You'll have to use the Enter button to select each field, and use the up and down arrow keys to adjust the numbers. Once we've made our changes to the network menu, go down and click the Apply button. The DVR will need to reboot in order to save your new network settings. After the DVR reboots, let's go back to the network menu to make sure that our settings are correct. We'll see that the IP address was saved correctly. Now let's try to connect to our DVR locally using a PC on the local area network.